So here we are in the Killerton Estate, and behind me is Dolbury Hill, which since about 406 BC, I think they've traced it to, is an Iron Age hill fort. Linked in with the one over at Cadbury Castle. I was there the other month. And apparently this is the site of an extinct volcano. So the Killerton slant on it. Swing round here, you can just make out the kind of, what's it, orangey, kind of salmon pink, the salmon pink house of Killerton House. Not sure what I was going to say about that. Yes, their dragon just flies between here and Cadbury Hill and protects them both, which is very similar to what the signs up at Cadbury Castle were saying. And then if we swing round, get my directions, swing round that way, over there you have Henbury Hill Fort, which was there just even more recent. So absolutely gorgeous day. It's Christmas Eve. We've just been to Exmouth, enjoying the sights there and the sea, and we're coming up here. So we'll walk up to the Clump and see what's left of the Iron Age Dolbury site. Come on, Willow. Of course we have Willow. There we go. You see, as we try and get up there, we have had an awful lot of rain these last few days. I don't know from the top if you get to see some of the flooding. Both sides of the motorway on the way down to Exmouth. I had flooding on both sides. It's just making climbing up here slippy and rather hard work. We'll head up to the top and see the view over that way. It's much better, harder path here. Thanks, Phil. Look over here. So, this is the top of the hill, Dolbury Hill. Nothing quite like the earthworks of the last two that we've been to, Cadbury and Henbury. But yes, so this is part of the Killerton Estate, which is managed by the National Trust and was initially owned by the Ackland family until I think it was the middle of the last century. But do check out the National Trust website for the facts and figures. Right, so see the view's starting to open up, and we'll see some flooding in a little minute. Nice thing about Killerton and, well, National Trust places in general, they often put lots of things on to draw folk in, especially the children. And as we've got two younger ones today, they're doing a Peter Rabbit trail. So they're walking around the gardens and then the chapel gardens. Not allowed to take the dog, so I've taken this opportunity to walk up, and I'm walking up Dolbury Hill now just to get a sense and feel of the place. We'll go back to the viewpoint. Was a family there, and obviously we're trying to avoid social contact, but that's kind of like me anyway. Quite happy to miss social contact to a large extent. So this must be it. This is the high point of the parkland. So this must be, let's spin round so we can see. I see a lot of brambles and ivy and trees. Hear the dull roar of the motorway. But this is the hill fort. Really not a great deal to show for it, and markedly different to the other ones we've looked at. No ramparts, a large flat section for the houses. We'll see. Let's see if those folks have moved on. And we've got a lovely view down the Colne Valley. I'll start filming from just this edge. You see some glistening in the distance. That's more of the flooding. And opposite we've got Ashclist Forest. You can see the motorway. A big milk tanker going down there now. So that is the River Colne. And then you see the flooding of the fields there. That always floods that bit. And so if you can make out the pink a little bit, that's a paper mill. And then to swing around the corner, and then you'll have Clumpton. Again, it's probably about 5 miles as the crow flies. See, you can make out the chapel. So it is quite steep on this side. You're going down, so it's steep on most sides. So quite nice to defend. So if you want Cadbury Castle, Willow, stay there. Cadbury Castle is just there. You've got this first hill here with the trees on it. That's part of the Ashclist Estate. I think that's the Paradise Copse bit. And it goes down, and in the distance you can just make out a little darker tip there. So they're the Blackdown Hills. You've got Blackburn on this side, and then heading over, and then you've got Hembury Hill just right on the edge, and then it goes down, and then kind of obviously you've got ended up in Honiton. But we'll take a little wander down, enjoy this lovely weather. So we've got 2 days like this, so today and Christmas Day. Supposed to start off nice and cold and frosty, and then we've got another band of really wet weather. So we will be homebound, but thankfully Father Christmas is going to bring me some books to keep me entertained. So yes, quite looking forward to I know what one of them is, but I'm quite looking forward to finding out what the other one might be. So here we've got a kissing gate. Willow, come on. Big bramble on her nose. Come on, you. Willow, you know what to do. We actually let her off the lead this morning for one of the few times at the beach. She had a whale of a time, so it's running around lots of dogs. So I'm surprised she's not even more pooped than she is.